Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here at the First Alert Desk. My name is Karli Barnett, and we want to take a look at some of the stories that we are following for your Sunday. We already have our reporters out the door to bring you the latest and greatest information that's going on today. Something that we have been looking into is the search for a man who went missing on Lake Lanier. Gwinnett County crews are searching the East Bank Park area, looking for a man that they say went missing yesterday. Our reporter, Bridget Spencer, was out there earlier, and she brings us the latest on that search.
Lake Lanier searching for a missing man.
We were called last night around 5:30 that a male had jumped off of a jet ski. The girlfriend that was here with the male said that he possibly swam to shore.
Family on scene did not wish to speak on camera, but tell Atlanta News First the missing man is Walter Rardado. The search effort entered day 2 with crews using sonar technology to try to detect anything that could lead them to the man.
Gwinnett County PD used one of their canine dogs to try and get a scent and track if he had made it to shore.
Lieutenant Andy Lane says dogs were not able to detect the scent on shore, forcing the search effort to pivot. The search was centered in the area near East Bank Park, and authorities suspect he may have drowned, but family as well as authorities are hoping for some good news.
But they are hopeful for a positive outcome, as are we. We are hoping he did swim to shore. We're hoping that we are out here searching for nothing in the water, and we're hoping that we find him on the shore somewhere.
From Lake Lanier, Bridget Spencer, Atlanta News First.
So that search is continuing right now. As you heard Bridget report, this man jumped off of a jet ski around 5:30 p.m. yesterday, and his girlfriend, who he was with, could not find him after that. As investigators say, they are hoping that he made it to the shore. However, they are using all resources possible to try to locate this man. His family certainly holding on to hope today. Something that we are looking into tonight. Now, this news is unfortunately not new. We have reported on similar instances before, but anti-Semitic flyers were found in Brookhaven neighborhoods. Our reporter, Asia Wilson, she is going to be bringing us that story tonight. This in conjunction with a pro-Israel rally of sorts that happened today. So this video that I'm showing you now, this is actually footage of previous similar flyers that have been found in various different neighborhoods. It seems like pretty much once a month at this point, we have been reporting on flyers just like these being found really all across the metro. The Brookhaven Police Department saying that it's partnering with city leaders to investigate the distribution, which targeted at least 3 neighborhoods overnight. They say these flyers included hate speech and anti-Semitic sentiments. Since the beginning of this year, these kinds of flyers have been distributed in multiple areas, like I said, really all across Metro Atlanta, including Alpharetta, Marietta, Lake Claire. The Anti-Defamation League says anti-Semitic incidents actually hit an all-time high last year in 2022. Now, many police departments say flyer distributions aren't a crime under the First Amendment, but Suwannee police, for example, are considering using littering charges, they told Atlanta News First. So, again, our reporter, Asia Wilson, she is going to be focusing on this increase over the last year in anti-Semitic sentiments, anti-Semitic flyers being distributed like these, using this latest incident. Again, the flyers that you're looking at now, these are not the flyers that we saw from last night, but authorities tell us they're very similar as they pop up through all these various neighborhoods. This has really been happening since the beginning of the year, and she's also going to be incorporating some interviews that she received from a pro-Israel event. Now, in the meantime, there was also a pro-Palestine rally that took place today in downtown Atlanta. We are going to be bringing you more on that just a little bit later. Now, footage here, this is from a rally from just the other day. This was just 2 days ago in downtown Atlanta. And there is another gathering that is happening this afternoon. They say that people are gathering at the Israeli consulate for a protest for Palestinian liberation. It was organized by the Party for Socialism and Liberation and sponsored by groups including the Palestinian Youth Movement, Students for Justice in Palestine, GSU, Community Movement Builders, Malcolm X Grassroots Movement, and others. They say since the historic Palestinian uprising, as they called it, October 7th, Israeli forces have killed thousands of Palestinians and more than 1,000 of those being children. So they are rallying for their cause. This happened today. Again, this footage is not from the rally today. However, there was a large crowd outside of the Israeli consulate in downtown Atlanta. We will have more on that a little bit later. So we had two separate events taking place today. One that is pro-Israel, another that is pro-Palestine. And we are not only covering this from a local standpoint, we are also going to be covering this from a world perspective. So tonight, a quick programming note is that we will have our newscasts at 10 and 11. You can join us on Peachtree TV at 10 and CBS at 11. We're going to have much more on each of these. Again, reporter Asia Wilson is going to be covering the events that took place in favor of Israel, and we're also going to be looking at the event that took place in favor of Palestine. Well, something to keep in mind here if you travel through Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. We have been reporting this now for the last couple of weeks, but tomorrow is when it goes into effect. So you probably want to remember that. If you are taking a trip anytime soon, there is going to be a whole parking lot at Hartsfield-Jackson that will be closed. It's the South Economy parking lot, and it's closing starting tomorrow. They're doing that so that crews can prepare to begin construction in phase 1 of the new South parking deck, and the airport estimates that this project will be completed by late 2026. So this is definitely going to be a long-term effort here. Passengers can still park at the West Deck, the Select Deck, and the park ride lots. And the airport is also going to be adding more staffing, they say, and signage to address any concerns. The new deck that they're going to be building will include 6,700 parking spots, ticketless entry, and a bridge to the domestic terminal. So this all according to the airport. We have reported on this. If you'd like a little bit more information, you can go to atlantanewsfirst.com. We have more details there, but certainly, definitely something to keep in mind. We all know that Hartsfield-Jackson is busy enough as it is. You're taking a parking deck out of the mix, which they say will definitely pay off in the long term in a couple of years, but in the meantime, it may cause some headaches. So just be aware of that signage, be aware of any possible changes. Keep in mind the West Deck, Select Deck, and the park ride lots will all still be open, or hey, better yet, you may want to MARTA or use a rideshare service, and then you don't have to worry about it at all. All right, we want to take you back out here live. We are going to be, again, broadcasting at 10 and 11 tonight. We also have a quick little halftime update that we will bring to you. But for more information, you can always check out AtlantaNewsFirst.com or our Atlanta News First app for continual breaking news updates throughout the day. But in the meantime, you can join Tori Cooper and me later on, and we will bring you all of the latest. Yasmina Alston, by the way, she's going to be the one reporting from the airport, so bringing us any updates regarding some possible route changes or signage that you may need to follow at the airport as you start your week. We know a lot of you all may be taking business trips starting tomorrow, so she will have that for us later. But we appreciate you joining us. We hope you take care, stay safe, and have a great rest of your weekend.